My family and I gave up Christmas and Easter and Halloween and all of those holidays, 25, almost 30 years ago in some cases. And that was a struggle. Kids love all those holidays, and it's good for families, lots of connections with your community, shared traditions, and there's a lot of value in that. But I just didn't feel right about them. There just seemed to be something off. Some of them, like Halloween, were so obviously pagan. I don't care what anybody says about the history. There's nothing godly about Halloween. Others, Easter is kind of iffy. Always had some problems with that name and some of the traditions. And Christmas, well, take it or leave it. Um, but I just didn't feel comfortable leading my family in these things. So we spent some time not doing any of those things, which also wasn't good for us. You need traditions. Your family needs to do things together. You need to be connected to your community. Eventually, we discovered that God gave us holidays. They're in the Bible. God describes what we're supposed to do. Now, obviously, there's some parts of those holidays, like Passover and Sukkot, Shavuot, or Pentecost, as you might call it, that we can't do because we can't go to the temple. There is no temple. But we can do a lot of it. We can do a lot of the things that God described right here where we're at. And look at where I am. We do this every fall for the Feast of Tabernacles or Sukkot. We come out here, spend some time with family and friends, our community. And, Christmas was so stressful. It costs so much money, and everybody's always disappointed at the end. It's never really what the anticipation leads you to expect it's going to be. It's just it's a burden on everybody in the end. And it doesn't glorify God to do man-made traditions nearly so much as it does to do God-made traditions. So we've exchanged man-made traditions for God's. And it is so much better. It's a little harder to sleep. Obviously, you can tell I'm a little tired. Didn't sleep well last night. Sleeping on a thin air mattress on the ground. Not the most comfortable, but that's really part of the experience, is learning to be uncomfortable, learning to spend time with God in the wilderness and with your community. We build relationships. We spend time with God. And this is so much more fulfilling, stronger connections than anything we ever got from Easter or Halloween or Christmas. It is totally worth it. It is freeing, relaxing, instead of a burden. I invite you to try it out. Start with the weekly Sabbath. Just take a day off of work. I mean, how could that possibly be bad for you? Take the seventh day of the week off with God. That's the day He designated, so why reinvent the wheel? Just do it God's way. Do it the way that Jesus did it. And then move up to doing a Passover. It honors Jesus in every way you can think of. And then Sukkot. Camp out with your family for a few days. Camp out with your community. Hang out at the fire. Build your relationships. Have deep conversations. You will not regret it.